Okay, welcome back. Episode 144 of Car Chats. Diamonds Rising is a sponsor. I'm not going to get into the whole blibber blabber about everything right now. I'm a very stressed out podcast host. We're going to see if this works. I apologize, everybody. Never usually happens. New place that we're trying shit out at. Thank you for joining again. Thank you for fucking rocking with us. Let's go. I've moved. I've turned off other fucking equipment around to make sure it's not interfering. So here we are. Yo,
Yo, what up, big dog?
how we sounding?
You sound mint right now.
All right. Everyone in the chat, what are you saying?
Fuck them. We can go, man. Let's rock.
All right, but so episode 144, we're about to hit our milestone 150. I appreciate you coming on, bro. Another Street Religion family member. So again, let them know who you are, where you're at, and what you do.
My name is Deff. You can call me Seth. I live in New Hampshire, from New Hampshire. What I do is I make music and I work a 9 to 5 and I like to make people happy. That's what I do.
I like that answer, bro. Most people just tell everyone, yo, I'm a rapper, I make music, I put bars together.
To tell someone I'm a rapper is the shittiest thing you could say to somebody. It's the most like, bro, like, I remember like 2012, everybody was trying to be a rapper. So like when people would ask you what you do, you're like, I make music. And you're like, what kind of music? You're like, it's hip hop music. Like it comes out like I rap. And, like all my friends rap. They all have mixtapes and SoundClouds. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm better than all your friends. And it's tough. Like, I hate saying I'm a rapper. It just sounds dumb.
Bro, I mean, you telling people that you're better than other friends. Like, if I knew you in 2012, I would have been like, yo, you're better than a lot of my friends. You know, like, because I've been tapped in for a minute, and I tapped in. I honestly, I know you have more recent music and shit, but that American hip hop story shit is just it is constant, bro. I'm telling you.
You started 10 years ago, bro.
I know that, and that's why when I saw it, and like when you mentioned it, you're like, oh, that's one of the old projects. I'm like, bro, this shit sounds just timeless.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And that's the shit about art, right? It's supposed to be priceless, supposed to be timeless.
Yeah.
So, bro, you hit the mark on that one. I'll give you that.
Thank you, bro. That was a big contribution of my man who was just in the chat a few times ago. My man Brad Vasey.
A few times ago.
A few times ago he was in the chat. I don't know if he's still sticking around.
Yeah.
But Vasey was did the whole beats for that album. That was my first like actual, that I could claim rights to album that I did. That was a good milestone. But yeah, that was a while ago. There's someone that, I mean, you make music and shit too, right?
I was a consistent artist until around 2012, and then I stopped. It was like, now it's been like a good decade, almost a little more, but I'm back in it now.
Okay,
behind the scenes shit. So yeah, I know how the fucking game goes.
Sure, stay in it. But like you're your own biggest critic, right? So like I go back and listen to shit from 10 years ago and I'm like, yo, this is I could have done this different. I jumbled this. I could have killed a little syllable here. Like, so I listen to that project and I love it, but I'm like, it's not like, to me, my best shit. But I think anyone loves it or likes it. You know what I mean?
That's important though too, to be able to realize that like there's always an opportunity. Well, it's not even always. There's always way to be perfecting something if you miss the mark, you feel personally. But
sure.
that joint Black and Blue with Jibba the Gent, that's probably my favorite sample on that shit. When I heard that, I was like, oh boy.
That was a good one.
What would you say your favorite joint off that project is?
I mean, Black and Blue's done me the most numbers off that one for sure.
Yeah, I think it's one of your top songs on Apple.
I don't even know all the songs on that. I could probably think of like 4 or 5. I don't even know every song title on that album.
It was crazy.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, probably say Black and Blue. Oh, there was one song that was called "I'm Ready." I think that was a pretty dope beat.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
That one too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't listen to my own music ever, so I lose track of all my old shit. That's why I don't even do like interviews much, because I'm like, what an interview is me trying to like sell myself, and it just feels gross trying to talk about how dope I am and like how you give a fuck about me. When I'm like, I don't, you can't, you don't have to.
I think that's why this interview series that I started has garnered much more different reaction, because it's not like your regular fucking radio promotional interview shit. Like sometimes we talk about the music and we change into a whole fucking topic about something.
That's what.
No one.
I've been talking to Breeze too. I mean, like we want to get a podcast going, just because we just like talking shit and just to have like one theme or like one channel to drive in. It's like we like going on tangents. I like arguing with people. I like going off and talking about different shit. But I see you working with literally everybody, and I'm like, that's commendable. When I'm like, there's not many people doing what you're doing right now. So I appreciate.
I don't say no to anything, bro. If they hit me up, they want to interview, whether they're new to it, they've been in it for years, or they're not even musicians behind the scenes, like Felix that just jumped in, like the management side of things. If people don't realize, yo, you interview these managers and these promoters and shit, you're gonna get a lot of great stories from them, as you would artists, bro. Because like the promoters and shit are all like observing, and they just see some of the shit. And you're like, I didn't even realize that. Like, yeah, well, we did.
They've seen the best and the worst sides of venues, of backstages, of artists, of interviews, of flights, everything. They have stories for days about that shit.
Facts. And you've been like you're a long-standing member with SR, right?
Not like an OG, man. I mean, I think it was originally, I don't know if Breezy's still in here, but it was Young Breeze, a cat named GQ, or GQ was Sam, a cat named Zeus, GQ, who was Sammy Chan, RG, and I believe June, like the original SR members. And then I became
RIP, bro.
Yes, RG, forever RG. Forever RG.
I mean,
and then I
wasn't even tapped in when all that happened, but Breeze knows, like, when you tell me a story like that, then I definitely keep that, like, in my vault, so I could always pay the respect when need be. I know what he meant to me.
I never even met RG, and I know how impactful he was to my bros around me. Like, and even hearing him rhyme, like hearing him on his solo shit, I was like, yo, I want to work with that dude. And,
yeah.
It's very, very unfortunate, but yeah, RP RG for sure.
Definitely. RG, the infinity symbol beside him. What was that? My bad.
No, I cut you off. That's my bad. I said I linked up with Breezy in 2016. I met him via, Jibber the Gent and Vazy and Cause and Effect or whatever. I met them. I haven't
interviewed either of them. Me and Jibber are scheduling something. Vazy just recently had me on Facebook. It might have been vice versa. But yeah, I need to definitely tap in with them, because I was just talking about that track Roundup the Tank with Breeze, and that track crazy, bro.
Cause and Effect, yeah.
So
they kept lightning in a bottle, man, them dudes. And whenever they link up with Breeze or D French for that matter, they always just fucking take off the races.
I like the name too. It's a good play on words.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
It's just like the homie Just Cause. I like that guy name too.
Just Cause is cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's my dog, bro. Ever since I met with him, we've been on pretty hip-hop and been promoting stuff.
Good cat, man. He's a good cat.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about, what is it about, when you listen back to that American hip-hop story, what is it you don't like about it? Is it just shit you feel you could have done better?
Yeah, it's just me not being able, I mean, no, it's not like it's whack to me. I look back and listen to it when I'm just kind of like, I mean, I mixed and mastered it all, where I'm like, some of the mixing could have been done better, and I'm like, I don't know. I had like this disease when I was in my early to mid 20s, where like I wouldn't throw away any verse. If I wrote it, I had to rap it. But like over the past like 4 or 5 years, I've become more accustomed to like rewriting shit and like making things fit perfectly. So a lot of the verses on that album were just kind of like throwaway verses that I threw on there, which even if they're decent enough or good, that's what's up. But I don't know. I don't think of it as bad. I just look back and I'm like, I could have done that better.
Definitely.
The production is phenomenal to me. Like the beats are amazing, but I'm like, I could have done that justice a little bit better. You know what I mean?
And you said that's about like a decade old?
Yeah, but what's funny is that I'll probably feel the same way about the music I'm putting out right now in 10 years. It's just like that's just being an artist, man. You look back 10 years ago and you're like, I could have.
You always want to outdo yourself, right? You want to elevate.
That's just what's up. What's up, Shy? I see you.
So, like, I don't know, man, because I get what you're saying because I was the same way when I make music and shit. But for that time, like that music, that like those lyrics and like the I don't know, that Black and Blue song has a very, I don't know if everyone feels it, but there's a strong emotional pull to it. But the things you say, like the line saying, I don't want to see another kid named Rick beside him. I forget, I probably fucked it up.
I love that line.
That, bro,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know?
Rest in peace. Yeah.
That shit, like, and I know a lot of youngins that got fucking knocked off way too young. I have a lot of homies who got knocked off way too young. So, like, and like, it reminds me too, like, I hear that, and recently Francis, or Eugenics, whatever anyone knows him or goes by, has a line where it says something about a VT mural. Doesn't want to be another rest in peace, like mural and VT. I'm like, fuck, man, this shit is emotionally hit me, and I'm like, don't realize how many, not a lot of people could do that for me. Like,
I don't want my name to end up on a T-shirt. That's what it is, man.
You know, fuck, bro. It's the only time people end up on a T-shirt is if they die or if they're in jail.
Yeah. Only thing I today was I'm like, at least if I die, I'm gonna be one of my friends' punk ass baby's middle name, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I got going for me.
I gotta figure out who's allowed to make too soon jokes about my death.
Oh, first day, have it. I don't give a fuck, man. Funeral, man.
You know, I'm gonna be wherever I'm at. I'm gonna be in purgatory just watching him. And if I see someone, I'll be like, I hate that motherfucker. He made that joke.
Yeah.
Come back, fucking just be like, you're next.
Listen, purgatory.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of the shit. I get to choose now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about because when you introduce yourself, not a lot of people, when they introduce themselves on the show, usually say like, my name's Seth, like your first name. So you prefer when you're conversating with anyone in general, like if they know you by Raw Deff and they know you make music, like do you prefer that they still call you by your Govy name, or?
I don't really care. I kind of don't like my rap name, but I think I like changing it very often, and I never
do not.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's super like underground hip hoppy, where it's kind of like pigeonholed to raw hip hop name. It's cool, but you can call me whatever. I'm down for it.
The thing I like about the fact that your name is Raw Deff and like you were saying, it's like super grimy underground sounding, but you're able to showcase that you could actually songwrite and make like a song like not just grimy bar hitting. It'll take people back, you know. They'll be like taken aback by it. Word, okay. So I think that's kind of cool about, like I told Breeze and everyone, SR, everyone in that family is unique in their own way. I find a lot of groups, they bounce off their energy and shit, but a lot of them, like there's a couple artists who are like the same style, and there's one or two who are like just chorus guys and shit. But you guys, you're all songwriters, bro.
It's definitely the machine has a lot of oil in it. It's just I mean, you have Breeze, who is a machine, and you got cats like June who can write R&B and still be melodic with the rap in, and then D French is just like the epitome of soul. Casadon, it like brings that pain music. I try to think that I bring a little more like, even recently being a little more melodic with it, but still like some raw boom bappy 90s type hip hop shit, and then Shorty's in the same channel as that. And just YM being a great new introduction to YM, because like he's just like a new candle. Yeah, it's a lot of diversity there, and it's just a great blend, man. Great chemistry.
So your most recent project, because I know I was talking to Breeze like in a just a regular conversation when I was trying to get this connected to have a conversation with you. Yeah. Like, and I told her, I'm like, I feel like Deff is very very educated in music. Like I feel like he has a very, very broad and like open mind to like music from all genres, and I feel like you're very educated in music. Do I hit that on the head, or am I?
I would like to think so. Sure, yeah. I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. I don't even really listen to primarily hip hop anymore.
Me neither.
Yeah,
You know, the only reason why I have been is because of Street Religion, and I put that on this whole year, bro. That's the only reason why I've been listening to hip hop so much, is because of I was first put on to Vermont by Joint Manipulation. Like that's who I first started listening to out there, and then I got put on to SR, and then I just was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going on a hunt. So and
man, yeah, I listen to it. Like, you know, like Breeze just put out album out, Jelani Scott and shit. He's got the dropping with June.
that shit crazy.
And you know what's dope is that I haven't even heard any of it. Like you can hear the Breeze, but like, yo, like let me hear a few songs off the new shit, and he'll be like, nah, I want you to hear when it comes out. Like he won't tease it even to the homies. No. But yeah, I listen to all types of shit. I like a lot of soul music. Like
Me too.
My when I'm at work is all like Sam Cooke and Marvin Gaye and Bobby Womack and Isaac Hayes and like the Temptations and you know all that type of shit. Gladys Knight and shit. Like I listen to
Gladys Knight, yeah, bro, for sure. Nina Simone is one of my fucking favorites.
Sure, absolutely.
Bro, I just got a beat back with a fucking couple hard Nina Simone samples in it. Oh boy, I was like, finally, a producer was able to do it for me finally, because no one was able to do it because they couldn't find like a very good high quality MP3 of like Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood, and then the other joint, Ain't Got No.
I probably heard that record sample the most of Nina Simone. Is the Please Don't Love Me. Yeah, exactly. Shit. But dude, you got with Nina Simone, you got deep cuts, you got joints. Even like old gospel records, man. I like old, like, I mean, before it was, I hate like stadium country music that's out now. I can't stand country music. But like in the 70s, like Willie Nelson and like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams type shit, like I'm a big CCR fan.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just like the hillbilly.
Creedence Clearwater Revival, baby. What do you mean, hillbilly?
Bro,
that shit ignited so much music in that era.
Shit, that's the shit, bro. I love that shit.
Hell yeah, man. CCR my shit, bro. You see the you know that show, The Boys? It's like that superhero show where it's like
I'm not a big like superhero comic book cat, but like a lot of my friends watch it. It's like a comic.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple episodes.
The characters that are in that show,
the Butcher or whatever.
Yeah, like I forget who they are in it, like the characters in the show, but CCR made a video, and the characters from the show were actually like the actors in it, and I was like, yo, I never thought I'd see another CCR music video, bro.
Yeah, wait, it's a new video?
Yeah, well, maybe 5 years old, but like you don't expect to see like a new drop from CCR, you know what I mean?
Them dudes gotta be dead by now. What are they doing in the video?
Yeah. No, they're not in the video though. Like they use the actors from that Boys show to like be in the video. So it's like a story being told through like the song, but through different characters.
Portrayal or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, you know, like it was kind of a smart move in the sense that they took relevant pop culture, not that CCR is irrelevant, but like you talk to someone like in our age range and shit, the only reason why we know it is mostly because our parents were listening to it all the time and shit. You know? But like you talk to a kid that's like 18 going between 18 and 25 and you're like, yo, you see that new video for CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival? They're like, who the fuck?
Oh, not even that. You see these new kids, they don't know who Big L is. They don't know who Onyx is. They don't know who Shaheem.
I ain't even trying to fucking talk to them about hip hop, bro. If they're not touching 30 yet, I don't even want to talk to them about it.
It's crazy.
You know? There's a few young cats that have really studied it, and that's where I'm like, yo, you're a dope artist, but I appreciate you more for educating yourself.
Yeah, that's like a telltale sign of just a good youngin'. Like Funky Diabetic is one of those.
That's what I mean, man. Like definitely, my interview with him the other day was fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's easy. He just knows a lot of shit. But yeah, it's crazy, man. And like, I don't know. I get all wrapped up into that shit. I mean, I go back and forth where I'm like, you know what, man? If they like their music and it does them justice, whatever, fuck it. Then I'm like, yeah, but if they're making hip hop, then they should know that, like I did when I was. But I go back and forth where I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you do, man. Just
with music, have you ever dabbled into any other genres yourself? Like, have you considered it?
no. I heard. Was it last night you was with D French, or was
Yeah,
that
last
yeah?
night.
Right, yeah, I heard him say I could sing, and I was like, I don't know if I could sing. He,
He told me you were gonna say that too.
I heard it, and I was like, I can't hold a note to save my life. I maybe have gotten like rap, like rapidy rap singy kind of with it, like a little melodic, but like not like singing. So if I could sing, that'd be fucking, that'd be great. I mean, to play an instrument. I wish I learned an instrument when I was younger, but I didn't. All I really got, man, is I've made a few beats in my life, but I just rap. That's why I'm here. I just make rap.
How old were you when you started making, like, writing music? What inspired you to pick up a pen and be like, I want to make hip hop records?
That was my older brother who got me into hip hop music.
That's like my story too.
Yeah, I think it's most kids' story. Is an older brother or an uncle or a cousin or some shit. But yeah, he was a big Wu-Tang fan, Redman fan, Cypress Hill, Rakim, early Eminem, Snoop, all that shit. So I would like steal his CDs and take them to school. He would always get mad at me and shit. But I was like 9 or 10 when I first heard it and was like, yo, I can do this too. And they were horrible raps, but I tried doing it. So I was writing rap when I was like 9 or 10 years old. And then the first time I recorded rap, I was probably like 15. And again, even then, fucking horrible. I look back, I saved like demos of mine on CDs from like high school. And
Yeah.
I'll bump them like once a year just for like laugh's sake. And I'll listen to them, just be like, yo, this is so fucking bad, man. But
Bro, when I hear some of my old shit, cause it's similar timeline for me, like the same, like starting writing shit bars and then recording at like 14, 15. I was just lucky that one of the homies I had, his dad built him like a full out soundproof booth and everything. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna start recording at your house because I'm tired of recording on a fucking Staples mic that ain't the right shit.
yo, I had like the mic that was like
In front of your computer?
like a fucking, it was like a, what do they call it? Like a telemarketer mic that came, I used to rap into. I used to hold it and rap into the mic like that. It was horrible quality and the rhymes were awful. But what I can say about that, it was a great outlet and a great way for me to vent that I wasn't out like doing dope and shit. I mean, I like smoking weed is one thing. Like I wasn't out getting into trouble and shit. I would like write rhymes and want to rap instead of doing dumb shit.
And to be honest, like it gave a lot of practice to what you were attempting to do too. Even if it wasn't great music that you were putting out, but I mean, it was practice, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a lot, like I say, like to friends. A lot of this game is trial and error, hit or miss.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just life is trial and error. But yeah, the rap industry, yeah, everything. Yeah, it's you're gonna fail. You're gonna, bump into some walls. It's gonna happen, and you learn from those, man. You get better from those.
Facts. And what are you currently working on? You have anything plans for before the end of the year that you're dropping?
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit. I went from like 2 years of like not putting any music out, and now I like putting a lot of music out. Actually, got sing.
Hold up, you cut out there. What'd you say?
My battery is getting low. I said I got a single coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
With the Aztecs, featuring the Aztecs, produced by Rico James. Me and Rico James have an album that's done. That'll be out soon. And then me and my man SK. Not sure if you're familiar with SK. He's from Burlington, Vermont, or out of Vermont.
I've heard his name, I believe.
Yeah, he's dope. He's pretty well known too. So I got an album with Rico James. It's done. Got an album with SK. That's I'd say 70% done. And I've been just kind of stashing like solo singles to put in the tuck for when I want to put some solo shit out, probably summertime next year. I want to make sure I got enough like, a push behind me to, press vinyl, cassette, CDs, T-shirts, and like put it out with merch.
So are you still big on when you release projects, getting them distributed out on like vinyl and cassette and shit? Because
Usually just CDs. I've done one cassette run, but I've never done vinyl. Vinyl's fucking expensive. But this next one I want to press on everything, on vinyl, cassette, and CDs for sure.
When you get to that point, I know I have a homie that has a vinyl connection, so I may be able to help you out that way.
He might be the best connect because it's expensive as fuck everywhere.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I just had a homie send me his album on vinyl the other day, and then a homie who sent me this Sunny Side Up 8 pendant. Jack Hellington just sent me a cassette and like mad CDs of his album. So like,
Yeah.
I miss the physical age of albums and shit.
Yeah, that bums me out too. That's the whole thing where like I'm trying to like craft an album that's like a dope like intro to outro, start to finish album, but I'm like no one even listens to albums like I did when I was younger. Where it sucks where it's like that's kind of came and went. But I want to do it for the few heads that will appreciate that, like
people who want to support you directly will cop. That's for sure.
Sure, let's go. Who's in here? Let me shout out some people in here. Who you got? I don't know if Breezy's still sticking around.
I'll tell you who's still in the chat right now. Hold up.
Yeah, Breezy Temptations next month. That's right.
Breeze ain't in here and no more. YM's in here. Brittany's still in here.
Shy, Shy Cat. Shy, I owe a lot of thanks to Shy too for getting me on her radio station. She's out of Vermont as well.
Word. Do you go back to Vermont at all a lot, or?
I'm on the border of Vermont, so yeah, very, very often. Yeah, that's how I linked up with all them. I was super close by.
Right.
So I would with Jibba and Vazy, because I was doing shows with them early on, probably like 2013, 2014. I was doing a lot of shows with them, and then they opened up a studio in Springfield, Vermont, that I went to, and that's where I met Breeze and June. A lot of those cats, my man Then What, who's a producer, he does a lot of beats for me, and we just kind of as a collective merged and started making music.
So before you were with SR, you were working with Cause and Effect then?
Like not really working with them as far as making songs, but doing shows with them and just kind of like bumping into. Yeah.
But you were tapped in with them before you were tapped in with SR?
Yes, correct.
All right. So I wasn't aware of that. That's the type of shit that I like learning, because like it's interesting to see how everything kind of comes full circle by who you know, what you're doing, if it's and obviously Breeze and the people like putting together SR, or who put together SR, have an ear for artists and shit, because like every artist in there does not miss when they're fucking dropping shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. True. That's what I'm saying. It's versatility. It's just camaraderie. It's great chemistry.
Yeah. It's the loyalty that I was saying in French last night. It's like that's what you guys see in it, and it's a very deep-rooted loyalty in there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it sucks because I don't see these dudes as much as I want to. It sucks, man. Like, we all live like an hour in different directions from each other. I see French when I want to. I don't see Breeze that often. But it's all still, they still my bros. Like, no matter what, I can call them no matter what. We still talk. It don't matter. It's still intact.
So, what do you have planned for 2024? How's your tour? How's the performance? Fucking word, I lost it. My bad. How's the performance lineup been going for you over this year? Has it been steady performances, or have you been picking and choosing what you want to do?
I've been slacking with the performances. Bree's been out there doing a lot of shows. Hold on. Let's make sure.
What's that?
Let me just make sure my battery won't die. I've been on here. I was at like 70%. If I cut out at any moment, it's because my battery died.
No worries.
But yeah, I haven't done as many shows. I've done like 3 shows this year, but I'm gonna get back on like an East Coast run next year probably.
Have you ever performed in Canada?
No, I'd love to though. I would love to.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Then I can keep my ears open for opportunities this way too.
For sure, yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah.
Everyone I talk to out in the States, I've been keeping a list, and like besides their name, I always say able to cross the border or unable to cross the border.
Yeah. I don't think we have. We might have one of those in the group, maybe 2 of them.
I know Deff definitely shorty banging not coming across the border.
That was the one.
Hell yeah.
But no, we should make a trip up there, man. It'd be dope.
Definitely. And
I've only ever been to Montreal, and it's fun as fuck when I'm going up there. I've never branched out to Ottawa or Toronto.
yeah, bro, definitely. And like French was saying, he's planning a trip to go to Montreal soon, and I'm not far from Montreal, like an hour and a half. So when he makes that trip, I'll probably tap in with him there.
Who?
D French.
Oh, French. Yeah. French lives like he can walk 5 minutes to the border.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
He's up in like St. Albans. He's right there.
Hell yeah. So when you say East Coast, like a lineup of performances, what states do you usually go into to do it? Is it mainly like the New England area, or is it?
Yeah, it's mainly New England. Sometimes New York or like Rhode Island. I don't know, because Rhode Island's in New England, I think. I'm a little dumb right now. Yeah, it's usually New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, Boston, Providence. Then we'll hit like New Haven, Connecticut. And then if we're lucky, get a show in New York. And then Vermont, it's easy as fuck for me to find a show in Vermont, pretty much. Done a couple shows in Pennsylvania, but that's pretty much it. I've done one show in the Midwest, and that was it. But that was years ago. But yeah, as far as like what I can line up, it'd be like just a little East Coast run, where it'd be like Portland, Maine, Boston, Mass, Manchester, New Hampshire, New Haven, Connecticut, somewhere in New York, and then back home.
You pay attention to, like, while you're not performing, you pay attention to like what's going on in the performance scene for the music scene out there?
No, I don't leave my house. No.
I feel you. I'm the same way. But the reason I ask is because
Who's doing what? I don't know about anybody doing anything.
the reason I ask is because like well, it's not really new. I mean, it was happening decades ago too. But this whole pay to play shit is just taking so much of the value of artists away from like your performance. I feel like they're too stressed out. They weren't selling the tickets and shit, so now they're like putting on a horrible performance. And I'm like, yo, why'd you put yourself on like such a bad path with that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I've never done that. I've heard of it, and I've heard of the benefits of it, and what it could do, as far as gaining fans. I've just never done it. As far as like, you got to pay $1,000 to get on stage here at this show, where I'm like, I don't want to know, I'm good. Where I'm like, I've already done shows where I got to go out of state 3 hours and pay for a hotel room for the night and buy food for the night and then buy drinks and then pay for whatever, get there and back. Where I'm like, essentially that's me paying to play. Yeah. I'm not paying to get driving 3 hours to come to you. Like, what the fuck? But hey, man, if anyone wants to invest in themselves and do that, and if it works out, more power to you. I don't know. Man.
I just feel like it's scheming on the promoter's part.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, I think at one point that wasn't really a thing, but it's, them booking a headline artist and wanting to make their money back, not off the crowd, but off the openers,
yes.
Which is, pretty, it's them not having faith in the venue selling out, yes. Which, why are you doing a show in the first place if that's the cause?
Yeah, if you're booking someone as a headliner you think is good enough to like sell tickets, then like they should be good enough to like sell out the venue. Oh, we may have lost him. I think his phone died. We're definitely gonna have to catch up and do a part 2 for this one. Give it a second, see if he cut off. Yeah, I think we lost him. Yeah. All right, so look, I'm gonna hit him with a message. We're gonna plan another day to have a second part to this interview. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I appreciate everyone who came back and rocked with me and stayed in it and tapped in. Shout out to Panda, Ontario. Shout out to Breeze. Shout out to YM. I believe this person's screen name is Bullfrog. Rockstar Life, appreciate it. The Preacher out of Virginia. FMG Mac was in the building. Shy Cat. Greg K, appreciate y'all. Marchie, MP3, appreciate you for coming in. Maximum Towers, thanks for coming in. Motherfucking Chirac, what a name. Thank you for coming in. Judge the Beast, thank you for coming in. Poppy's Princess 420, thank you for coming in. Felix, shout out to Felix. Who else in here? I think that's everybody. Brittany, thank you for coming in. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tapping in. And we definitely gonna reconnect with Raw Deff soon. And yeah, this has been episode 144 of Card Chats. And we'll be back tomorrow or the next day with another episode. But everybody have a good night. And yeah, I'm your man Haley from On the Line with episode sponsored by Diamonds Rising. You already